One of the parents asked me the same questions, that they are struggling to set the boundaries. So what are the strategies that you can give them so they can set the boundaries for the children?
Well, that's a good question. And now that depends on the age of children. The easiest way to set boundaries is when children are very small. That's
Right.
the time to do it. When they're very little, and you set those boundaries and you work with them and nurture them and teach them to have self-respect, respect for others, respect for authority, and you're that moral voice in their life. And when you do that when they're young, it's going to be a lot easier when they get older. They're going to learn and respect you and listen to your boundaries. But if you have older children and you have not done that, then that's going to be a little tougher battle, where now they're 13, 14, 15 years old, and all of a sudden you start trying to set boundaries that you never set before. That's going to be a tough battle, but it's not impossible. But that's going to require a lot of relationship, a lot of humility, a lot of listening and conversation, to start to, again, earn that respect from your kids, that to let them know, listen, I'm not just trying to tell you what to do all of a sudden. I'm doing this because I care about you, I love you, and I want the best for you. And so that's going to take a little bit more discussion and time. But the mistake is when parents start demanding it, something that they didn't earn when children were small.
So can you just give at least 2-3 examples that what kind of the boundaries that we can set for the children?
Well, of course, when children are little, we're setting boundaries about the way they talk to us, the way they talk to each other, how far they can go out when they're outside. Did they do their chores? When they start getting a little older, did you do your homework? Did you do your chores? Have you been behaving? Then you can have the privilege of whatever that might be, maybe going to their friend's house or playing a video game or doing, some kind of privilege, and they've earned those things. So you're setting those boundaries based on their behavior. And then when they start getting a little older, you're starting to give them more freedom. But that more freedom is based on trust. They've earned your trust. They came home on time. They went to school on time. They did the chores on time, and they've shown you, okay, you're getting older now. You want a little more freedom, and you give them a little bit more freedom. But the boundaries still are there. Let's say they're teenagers. You're going to set curfew boundaries. You're going to set, maybe what they're watching on the internet, the movies that they're watching, how much time they're spending on the internet or on their phone. Those kinds of boundaries are healthy boundaries. When you eat dinner together, sitting down at the table, no texting, no emailing, no phone calls. Those kind of boundaries that just show kids, hey, there's a time for those things, but this is a family time, or this is work time, or this is we're doing chores right now, and that is not time for, like I said, maybe internet or other games they want to play. So those kind of boundaries are healthy boundaries. And the whole purpose of those boundaries is simply to teach children discipline and work ethic and the right time for the right activities that are to the benefit of everybody involved and not just the one person to themselves.